All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Hajime no Ippo, Episode 3.
Ippo has a fight on his hands.
Yes, and he has no idea what he's doing. And it's adorable.
Really doesn't.
It's adorably funny because
yeah.
I like that they're throwing him to the lion's den and basically saying, all right, you must prove yourself, but it must be instinctual, you know.
Right.
We have
Just don't die, you know.
Yeah, don't get knocked out, basically.
Right.
I like that he is telling him how to block, though, and basically just do that.
Even though Ippo, immediately, just threw it all away.
Yeah, yeah. But it feels mechanically sound, the fights, in that I understand why Ippo is messing up.
Sure.
So even now already, I feel like the show... I can trust the show to deliver the boxing experience in a way that will educate me.
Right.
And get me to understand why something is a good move, why something is a bad move.
Exactly, yeah. That way we can be more invested in what's happening. Yeah.
Right, and get hyped about specific things that happen within the fights themselves.
Yep.
Big thing to bring up, though, guys, is that we now have the opening in the episode footage.
Yes.
So you guys will see our reaction to that here for the first time. It's kind of like a delayed, teaser, essentially, Yeah. But thank you, Rop, for making sure that we got that. We, of course, can't have the music, involved in that or anything, but we will have us actually shown in that. So, yeah, let's get into this.
All right.
All right, here we go. Now. All right, straight into the opening.
Okay, so he does actually become a pro boxer.
No,
spoiler.
It's roll and go. The fighting. Oh yeah, jump rope.
Jump rope.
Cool.
Okay.
That was awesome. Are these rivals? The rivals.
Let's see you grit those teeth.
Yeah.
Oh, this is Madhouse.
Over. Wow. All right. Like we knew eventually he was going to get involved in fights and stuff. But just seeing the way they're animating these fights and stuff, that and
how he's still so tiny,
and he's still pretty tiny though. Yeah.
Going from that to this.
Is the gut punch that lowers his defense and yep.
Yeah.
Oof. All the drums, wow. It's basically like his head is just a banging of cymbals, He's just like, ah!
Yeah, what happened after that?
That's actually kind
Tears of joy.
That's actually kind of a fun experience that I could probably get addicted to, is the idea that getting into a fight, getting punched, but realizing there was a brief moment in time where I was not aware of what happened,
No wonder darkness is your favorite if it comes from a character.
Hey, he got up.
Yeah.
He has a little willpower. Yeah, some weirdo. Yeah. Oh, really?
Okay.
And why is that?
His hair.
Ah, his hair, yes. All right, sweet. King Unreasonable? Oh! Ay, ay, ay.
The way they had the colors. Yeah.
Yep, they did it again. Ow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Good. That's good.
It's like, all right. Yeah, I think he was around like 8 seconds right there. So
it's hard to tell.
Yeah. That was a good hit or two that he took there, so
yeah.
I'm impressed.
That's right, because if he gets... Yeah. Yeah, he can't get knocked over again. Oh.
Ow, yeah, that does have to hurt, yeah. Ow!
Oh, man.
He's just gonna...
A minute.
A minute of this.
Boy.
Oh. He's right. That was like a hit to the, you know, the solar plexus. I mean, the sternum or whatever. Just
that general area.
Yeah, that general area. Just you don't want to get punched there that hard. Take it in the gut, sure. Let your abs cushion
when they
it.
do light effects for the punch, you know.
Right. Oh. Yeah, that would have been lights out.
Yeah.
So he did it. He only got knocked down twice.
Yep.
He keeps punching you in the stomach. Wait. What? Yeah, there it is, Jacob.
Right.
There it is.
Yep.
Yeah. I bet your mom smells like fish too, kind of stuff. Yeah.
Right.
It's like the punching bag, yeah. Oh.
Miyata, 何やってんの? 2ラウンドになっちまってんじゃねえか。赤っ端かかせやがって。
Yeah.
だが高村さんがセコンドなんだ。何を吹き込んでんだか。
So now he's gonna take him a little bit more seriously.
ファイティングポーズ取り寄って。少し何があるか試してみるか。入った。
Whoa.
なんでジャブだ。早い。素人じゃないのか。
Oh, this is awesome.
出るじゃない。だがこれ以上は。今だ右。
That's not a jab, though.
Yeah, that is.
That is not. Oh, that was a jab? But he wound up so much. Yeah, seriously. Yeah.
Right.
宮田のテクニックはノーライセンスの域じゃねえからな。自分よりうまいんでビビってたりして。
Ah.
息が乱れてきた。重い。今だ。足、腰、肩。
Oh.
何？外し通した。行け。
Of course, they put it at the halfway point there.
Right. I love how the one dude was holding his friend that Takamura choked out.
Oh. Dang. So no one even hit each other in that round.
Not really.
Well, I guess technically he hit him with the blocks, but...
Hmm.
These are the commentary bros, you know, just like, this is crazy. What's going on, Nani? You know? Yep.
Right. And the reason he's been doing so well is probably just because Miyata hasn't been really serious.
Yeah,
you know?
hasn't really been taking him seriously, you know?
So then he ends up being able to be surprised by this stuff.
Right. Yep, exactly.
Oh.
And now he's about to make an example of Ippo.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah, he's gonna bring up the speed aspect again. Whoa.
Yeah. Hey.
He's just a sponge absorbing all of it. Whoa. Oh. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Okay.
That'd be so freaky.
Yeah.
Takamura's like, his knees are so wobbly.
Yeah. He's gonna go down so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that hit actually set him back straight, you know?
Right, exactly. Knocked his senses back into him.
He's like, suddenly I feel a lot better. Nope,
Yeah.
nope, he's still... He's just standing up. Oh, he actually hit him.
Right. I like how they're making Miyata really fast when he moves, you know?
A new person, yep.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Oh no. I hope we're not making a rival right here.
That might be good.
But not like a... Oh, that...
You've got to be
Oh my
kidding me.
gosh! Huh. Boof. His nose.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Miyata really lost his cool there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, does he realize he kind of went a little bit overboard there? He's like, I'm looking ahead. I see the future. Ah!
Whoa!
全く貴様もとんでもないものを拾ってきたの。明日から毎日通えと伝えろ。
All right. Cool. Awesome. Okay, so yeah, I was waiting for someone to say something like that. Wow. Cool. Okay.
All right.
So it might be a positive rival then instead of a negative rival. Nice fighter! Yes, exactly. Kimura and Aoki.
It reminds me of like Tanaka.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Speech.
はじめまして。幕の内一歩です。今日から入門することに。
Yeah, he's gonna start crying. Yeah.
お願いします。
He's trying to be a good boy like his mama taught him and stuff, and yet he's like, this is the best day of my life. Aw. Yes, you would sleep very well that night. Yes.
Yeah. Just big smile on his face.
Aww.
That's cool that his mom is able to recognize what a positive thing this is, even though her boy just came back with his face beaten to a pulp.
Right,
you know?
right.
Okay.
Ooh.
Awesome. I really like this tune.
Me too.
Paper Plane at Dusk.
Takamura, though, look at his home life, you know?
Oh. Everyone.
It's that's the guy he fought, right?
No, I think that was one of the two buddies.
Are you sure?
Yeah, Kimura.
Okay, and then that's Aoki.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I really like the visuals that they used for this. One of them had a hat on that said Tanaka.
Ah! Nice. All right, these are our muscly boys.
Montage. Yeah.
Yes. Awesome.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Cool.
Our boy took a beating.
He took a serious beating from Miyata. Miyata, yes.
Yep.
And Ippo is the kind of character now who is the proper determinator. He wants to do this because it's his new life that he's going to transform into.
Right.
He's going to become a new person. And the thing I like about this is there's a lot of stories that focus a lot on how this thing has always been inside you and you just need to let it out. This is not that. This is him putting off his old self and becoming a new person.
Enter the hero. Yeah.
Enter the hero, sure.
Yeah.
He needs to effectively leave behind a lot in order to move forward.
Kill the boy that the man may live.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that connection. That's a good one.
It's
and here we have a good teacher in Takamura.
Yep.
Takamura.
Yeah.
And he's giving him the basics, the rudimentary stuff. And the thing is that he is not expecting of him to do anything, fantastic.
Right.
But he is chiding him when his actions don't line up with the words that he spoke to him initially to give him like Ippo comes in with all this vision, and he's like, I want this. He's like, oh, do you really? Okay, well then I'll put you through the work and stuff. But this is consistent with Takamura. He doesn't give him a break.
Nope.
Because he made it this far. It's like, well, you made it this far. You don't need to push yourself any further. He's like, nope.
Always pushing him. Yeah.
And I like that that's probably going to continue into the show quite a ways.
Yeah.
That Takamura will constantly be pushing him, and there'll be a moment where Takamura will be like, you did it, bro.
Yeah.
And they'll fight. They'll fight each other, and Takamura will lose. because
Sure.
like, in some ways I think that's kind of the point of the sensei, is that they keep pushing their student until they either quit or they become better than them, until they become the master, basically.
Until the point where they don't have anything new to teach them, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to that moment, because in a lot of ways I want to see in some ways the inspiration reciprocated from Ippo back to Takamura.
I was just going to say that if you didn't. One of the
teacher, the old man, mentioned it.
Yes,
how the great boxers inspired us every time they got back up.
Right, sure.
And he was saying that kind of boxer isn't in style these days, which is funny, because when I look at how Takamura moved, he was really fast.
Oh, yeah.
So his probably thing is never get knocked down.
Yeah.
Just knock them down first.
Like, don't
really
let them
quickly.
hit you, you know. Yeah.
So he's not that kind of a boxer. And Ippo coming in and being taught by him, there will be a point where their styles will start to deviate, maybe a little bit more, to the point where, you know, he won't be able to learn too much more from Takamura, but he will be able to learn things from other boxers.
Sure. Yeah, I could definitely see that.
Yeah.
One of the, well, I don't know if it's really a proverb, so to speak, but it's the idea that teachers learn more than the students. Right?
Oh, sure.
You know, like the students, they learn a bunch.
Yeah.
But the teachers, it's, you know, teaching is one of the ways to learn better than any kind of like traditional education about a topic.
Totally.
And the whole them talking about how, you know, the greats, when they would get back up, it inspired them and stuff. But then also like with how Miyata talked about how I feel like everything I know about boxing is getting debunked, you know?
Right.
That kind of stuff, but then applied to, say, Takamura, I'm really excited to see how Ippo, and just the way that he approaches boxing, you know? His ability to learn quickly and you know, but still doing things a bit different than, you know, is the norm.
Yeah.
The kinds of things that could teach Takamura without Ippo ever realizing that that's happening.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I'm very excited for that.
Yeah, that'll be really cool, because it's kind of like, okay, the MHA comparisons I feel like are just going to be rampant throughout this show.
Oh yeah, and the mumbling.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yep. He's just like, what is he doing?
Right. Yeah. The mumbling, the fact that, now granted with MHA it wasn't at the 3-episode mark, but this was the you can be a hero too, you know. And the idea that he will end up kind of being the hero for Takamura, you know, potentially.
At some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
That's just good stuff. It's good stuff.
Yeah. Oh. And I'm not as invested into the characters yet that I would cry at his like emotional moment.
No.
But I did feel it because I really think that by choosing to have it be about him becoming a new person, basically, in that, like, here's
that line
the thing.
was so good.
That's a really important line, because in the same way with any kind of physical training, you end up getting a new body.
Yeah.
Like, you guys, like, realize this, but, like, you replace your cells outside of your bones, I think, like, every 2 years or something.
And the whole thing is, like, every 7 years, I think.
Yeah, like, Now, that means that essentially if he was to train as a boxer for 2 years, for the most part he would be getting an entirely new body.
Yeah.
Like it wouldn't even feel like his anymore, but he would gradually kind of move into it and stuff.
Right.
And because they're not having it be, like I said, the thing inside you, or your destiny, or you have a lineage of boxers or anything like that.
This is something that he is very much choosing and putting on himself.
Yep. So it gives him agency. It gives us a reason to care about him beyond just the fact that he might be good at it or he might enjoy it.
Yeah, the whole Bakuna. He is still up in round 3.
I love the commentary bros, because I was like, here they are. Like, because in some ways there are a couple things that, you know, you kind of need to have in the and the first just shows up and they're a prodigy. Right. What is this? Yeah. Like,
you can do this, brother.
Yeah. And I'm looking forward to Aoki and the other one.
Right.
Yeah. The one that kind of looked like Miyata in a way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to them being kind of the bros alongside this, because one thing that they've shown and done very well by showing it very quickly, and I think it's kind of easy to forget this, at least I almost forgot about it, was that he doesn't actually have any friends.
That's right.
The kids in the school were kind of being like, hey, you know, we're in a new kind of situation, new class, and how about you come hang out with us? What is it, like the movie theater or something?
Yeah, they extended an offer.
They extended an offer, but he was like, I have to take care of the family business and stuff. And then they were talking about it.
And then they immediately were like, oh yeah, he's having some trouble with like getting picked on and stuff, you know, whatever,
kind
all
of
this
wimpy,
stuff.
You know, and those kinds of things show a general just kind of, oh, okay, well, and maybe he doesn't want to be friends. But either way, the fact remains he doesn't have any friends, as far as we can tell. And the idea that him coming into this new environment and kind of joining the body improvement club, you know, Mom the Psycho kind of thing. I love that these guys are probably going to be awesome, wholesome boys. And although they're probably all, you know, older than him, bigger than him, you know, more just life experience in general. I like the idea that they're going to kind of take him under his wing. They're under their wing and, you know, kind of nuggy him and stuff. Right. Be like, hey, little bro, And even Miyata, the one who I was worried would become like some negative rival. You know, I resent you for how you humiliated me.
You know?
But instead it was sort of a, like, these bruises, these marks on my arms, these are from where I took hits from his punches. Boxing just became that much more interesting to me.
It's the idea.
That's something where he had a little bit of his passion and his you know, just zeal for the sport and stuff just get reignited in a new way, whereas we were saying it was going to be once Ippo, you know, gets this good as a boxer or whatever, he'll start inspiring people. He's already inspiring people.
Right. And
that's so cool.
I feel like that is basically, one, it does a ton for Miyata's character. Because he could have very easily just been the generic ego rival, whatever. But it's the thing of, you know, him talking about, like, you know, the bruises and all that stuff. And then, and the, you know, it's starting to get interesting. If it was just that it's starting to get interesting, that could just be the, oh, I'm a power sexual, you know, and this is going to be good, and I'll be generic rival, right?
Right.
But in this case, we had the whole him talking about the bruises and his whole thing of, I feel like everything's getting debunked. It's one of those things where it's like I can see into his head almost. He's at this point where he's kind of reached a pinnacle of sorts, right? Because he's not professionally competing, right? But he's already at that level where he could be. So the question is then, how does he better himself? You know, would there be
he puts himself up against better fighters.
Right, he puts himself up against better fighters. And the idea that he's I could very much see something where he's basically realizing, oh no, there's always something new. There's always something that someone else will have that I can learn from, you know. Right. And that's really cool, because it would have been super easy to have him just be super proud and be like, oh, whatever, that kid doesn't know anything, you know, whatever, I'm way better than him. But they didn't do that. You know, they had a bit of that, because he was like, this is humiliating. I can't knock this kid down, right?
Right. It was almost kind of meta when the other people were like, wow, you used a counter punch on an amateur? Isn't that kind of bullying? And he was like, what about that was bullying? In a lot of ways, I actually see that as a very, very intelligent meta commentary on how a lot of these kinds of stories feel like they need to have a bully character.
Oh, yeah.
And he's saying, like, why do I need to be a bully character?
Yep.
That guy is showing actual talent, actual potential skill.
I'm treating him, you know,
so I'm just treating him like a serious contender. So because he is
so, and that's one of the best things that he could do for Ippo. Like,
it's respect.
It's respect, but it'll also help Ippo grow. Because there's the things that Takamura can tell him, right? You know, how to stand, how to move, 1, 2, and all that stuff, right? But that can only go so far, because, you know, we saw that the words weren't enough, because at the beginning he would immediately forget what he had been told. And even when he himself is able to put into practice those things that Takamura tells him, that's good, right? but he also needs to see how that responds against a real opponent, right?
Yeah.
Not someone who's trying to go easy on him because, oh yeah, he's some new kid, you
right.
know. And that was cool. And they already had the bullies at the beginning anyway, so, you know.
Yeah.
They sort of very quickly just sort of checked that box and then threw it away, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
But I was meaning like an actual character.
Right.
Especially in the boxing arena. Because I'm guessing there's going to be rivals. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, with rivals that are at this stage of the story, there's no real reason to bring them up unless they're trying to make this into some kind of power fantasy. Where it's like, oh, he's so good. It already is like affecting my ego. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I get that he was saying that this is humiliating, but it wasn't because he was actually like in the moment being like
beaten by Ippo.
No.
Yeah.
No, it was just that I should be beating this guy faster.
Right, exactly.
And then when he did, he's like,
yeah, this kid should be a piece of cake.
Like, I need to reevaluate some things.
Mm-hmm.
And the decision to say, I need to reevaluate some things versus, wow, going to Takamura and being like, how dare you try and, like, hit me against someone that you said was an amateur, but this guy's obviously, like, he's like, no, he was just doing that and leaves, you know? You know? But, hey, here we are.
Mm-hmm.
Here we are. I liked that the role of sensei, essentially, for Takamura is not exclusive. Because now we have the old guy, the owner of the gym, who's probably going to be the main sensei now. Takamura will eventually come to be kind of a bro. You know, just kind of a guy that's a pro. You know, a pro boxer.
A true pro.
A true, professional. But in that respect, I think also sooner rather than later, there's going to be points where Takamura will get called away to do professional boxing stuff.
Sure.
And he won't need him there to keep training and to do all this stuff. The old guy will provide him with the tools, provide him with, new things to work on and stuff. But then also he'll have his training regimen and all that stuff. So,
So if Takamura is going to become more of a bro, then does that mean he's a pro bro?
Yes. A pro bow bro. Because pro boxing bro.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah.
A pro bob bro. A pro box bro.
But back to the whole idea of Ippo very much choosing this.
Yeah.
I love that. Because with this story and how it seems to be setting things up, is that it's a very much a coming-of-age story.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really good, because you could just have the sports, right? And the whole idea of, the young buck wanting to go the distance and all that stuff, and hype and everything. But the idea that he kind of chose this on a whim. Mm-hmm. Like it wasn't just a whim. He ended up, it started out as a whim, but then he doubled down on it and made sure it wasn't just that, right? He dug deep. But...
yeah, it wasn't something that he always wanted to do.
It wasn't something that he always wanted to do. It's this idea that, like, at the time, that Ippo's at in life, he's at that point where he is changing. He is going to become a new person, whether he wants to or not. And the question is, who is he going to be? He wants to do something with his life, and that idea of being like, okay, yeah, here's something positive that I can latch on to. That, I would say... Because it was one of those things while I was watching it, and I was like, I wasn't sure whether the fact that he had no particular reason to choose boxing other than a chance encounter, whether that was a good thing or a bad thing. Because because you could make a case that means his resolve is weaker, right? That boxing isn't as important; it's kind of arbitrary or whatever.
Sure.
Or is that actually what makes it so special, right? Is that what makes it relatable to us? Because, a lot of times we don't know necessarily what we want or who we want to be or what we want to do with our lives, right? But the idea that we always have the power and the option and the ability to choose something, to fall in love with something, to let it become a passion and pursue it, that's really something.
Yeah, and then you'll meet someone like Takamura, well, not necessarily a pro, but they'll basically give you the opportunity to work hard to develop that. And if you show the grit along with the passion, oh, there's a lot you can do in life.
Fortune favors the prepared. It won't necessarily be like, you know, we see it here with Ippo's whole journey as being very clear, cut and dry and easy, and he meets the dude and, you know, and it's all great, right? But from Ippo's perspective, he wouldn't have seen that.
Yes, I was also going to add that, like, the prepared part is something that this is the preparing in a lot of ways.
Right,
You could also say that just the fact that he worked in a shop where his upper body strength happened to be proper enough, that's kind of the prepared luck, you know? But the grit aspect of this, where he would have been ignored if when he got knocked down the first time last episode, he just didn't get back up.
Yep.
That would have been it.
Right.
Takamura would have been disappointed. The trainer guy, the main old guy at the gym, he would have been like,
oh well.
Okay, well, I mean, let me know. Come back in a couple of years, you know, maybe when you're a little bit bigger. Work on that attitude so you can actually, like, you know, kind of soldier your way through. Get through this and stuff, so you can take a beating and still keep going.
Right.
But because in a lot of ways, I would say he's not as prepared. He's throwing everything away because he wants to go all in on something. He's willing to risk, in a lot of ways, failing in this thing that he's putting all of his passion into. And I think that's probably where the show is going to hit a lot of the emotional moments, is Ippo's going to lose a lot. Like, not a lot. Like, he's not just going to win all the time or lose all the time. But I'm saying that there's going to be moments where they're going to be like, Ippo, you know, why did you want to become a boxer in the first place? And it's like, well, I wanted to become a new person. Okay. Never lose sight of that new person you want to be.
Yeah.
Because in that fight, for instance, you know, or whatever, you know, I could tell, you know, you were thinking in the past. You were thinking like you're not looking ahead. And I think that this is something that is good, is that Takamura told him when he was on the ground, he's like, hey, remember what you said. Remember what you promised me. Remember what you committed to be a boxer.
That same determination that you used to grab all the leaves, you know, don't let that be it.
Right. I think that is a good starting point for the beginning. But I think eventually he's going to move beyond that. Instead of constantly thinking back to the past of when he determined to do this and stuff, it's going to be, what was your reason why? What was your goal, especially for this? And it's like, I wanted to be a new person. Okay. Like, hold on to that. Like, like never stop, like, going towards that. And that's something that I think is exciting and also inspiring for everyone to, you know, get good value from. So,
yeah, it's good stuff. Yep.
All right, guys. Well, if you want to watch the next episode's reaction right now, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. You can watch full-length reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, where you can chat with us about stories, Ippo, non-spoilery, of course, get involved in the events we've got going on there, or whatever. And if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.